In June of 2008, my best friend Kevin and his wife Courtney were married. Kevin and I were in the same small group. We met every week. Newlyweds, mid to late 20s, whole lives ahead of them, looking forward to raising a family. Just a few short months later, in November of that same year, Courtney was diagnosed with stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma. As you can imagine, they were devastated. And perhaps the most difficult thing to deal with was the fact that the doctors were recommending radiation. And along with radiation, for women, comes a high risk of infertility. And they thought to themselves, there must be a different way. There has to be a way that we can possibly treat this cancer and avoid the risk of not being able to raise a family in the future. So they started to research alternative health methods to treat cancer. And it was absolutely incredible. Every week Kevin would come to small group and tell us about someone new that he had met or some new piece of information. And eventually they fully embraced, despite the criticism of friends and family, an alternative way to treat cancer that involved a strict diet of raw foods. And incredibly, in May of 2009, Courtney was declared to be in full clinical remission from her cancer. I think Courtney's story is a specific example of a larger issue facing our society today. And that's, as Americans, our diets stink. We eat terrible foods. Osteoporosis, cancer, hypertension, and heart disease. A poor diet has been called one of the leading risk factors for all of those. And as a matter of fact, according to the CDC, so in churches, right, we like to preach about sex, alcohol, violence, guns. According to the CDC, diseases for which a poor diet is one of the leading risk factors kill 5 times more people than HIV, drugs, and guns combined every single year. Now, let me put you at ease. I'm not saying this Sunday you should get up and preach to your congregation about how to eat healthy. But here's what I am saying. Listen. Sick people can't minister to other people. Dead people can't minister to other people. So I want us to take responsibility for our health so we can be effective ministers and chastise people for texting and driving. So, now, take responsibility for your health is a huge exhortation. It's like, bring about world peace. What do you want me to do? So I want to give you something very practical that you can do today or this week to start taking responsibility for your health. And I'll just tell you up front, I want you to buy one of these. This is a VitaMix. It's a professional grade blender. And to put you at ease before I start talking, I don't get a percentage if you buy it. I'm not affiliated, nor do I work for VitaMix. I am a consumer whose life has been transformed. I've seen other people's lives transformed by using this product, and I want to share it with you today. So what is a VitaMix? It's not just a blender. As a matter of fact, this can replace about 10 kitchen appliances that you have today. It can replace your food processor. It can replace your coffee bean grinder. It's an ice cream maker. It can replace your soup pots and soup pans. It can even make bread and peanut butter. It's incredible. It has variable speeds, which is the magic. So it's a 2 horsepower motor, more powerful than some lawnmowers. And whatever you put in here, if you put it on the highest setting for 4 minutes, it's boiling hot. So you have soups. I make an incredible broccoli and cheese soup that I love. And it also makes smoothies. Anything you want to make, basically. And the VitaMix for Courtney in her raw food regimen, it was the foundation of her regimen. Every day she would drink a 64-ounce green smoothie that consisted of things like cauliflower, kale, tomatoes, peppers, all kinds of things that most of us are like, I'd never eat that. But she drank it every single day, and that's one of the things that led her to clinical remission. Now, I've told you about it. I'm sure it sounds great. What better way to experience how great it is than to make a smoothie and let you taste it? So, I have some ingredients. And you're going to see that healthy eating can be fun, easy, and it can even taste good. So I have a banana, about a banana and a half. I drink one of these every day. Okay? We have apples and strawberries, about a half of an apple and 4 strawberries. And now the good stuff. Spinach and carrots. Things that we need to eat. We don't get enough greens. That's the reason why we get things like cancer, osteoporosis, etc. Put that in there. So as with Courtney and us, we can't possibly eat the things that we need to eat every single day. We can't physically ingest them. So the VitaMix gives us a way to get the nutrients we need quickly and efficiently, because we're all busy. In here is a cup of almond milk. Okay? No one likes a hot smoothie, so we put a couple of ice cubes. Make sure the lid's secure. And we turn it on. And so you get to experience the variable setting. So if you want something chunky like soup, just turn the variable setting up a little bit. It's on low right now. If you want to make salsa, you don't want to liquefy it, but we want to liquefy this, so we're going to turn it all the way up. On high. Let it blend. Not allowed. And we have our healthy smoothie for the day. Matt, if you would.
I'm going to be other light here.
So you've heard and you're about to taste that healthy eating can be fun. So the action step that I want you to take, I want you to go to www.vitamix.com and buy a VitaMix. It's going to come with one of these whole food recipes. There's information on there about it. Now the question that's going through everyone's mind is, that sounds great, but I know it's not free. So how much does it cost? How much does a VitaMix cost? And the answer is $500. 500 bucks. Now everybody's thinking, dude, I'm living on borrowed money right now. I don't have $500 laying around to go and buy a kitchen appliance. And that may be the case. Let me tell you a couple of things. Number one, it comes with a 7-year warranty. If this thing doesn't perform like new anytime within 7 years, VitaMix will give you another one for free. Number two, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, doesn't work the way you want it to, send it back. They'll refund you every single bit of your money. And now I want to ask you a question. Would you rather invest $500 today to prevent a potentially life-threatening disease in the future, or spend tens of thousands of dollars in the future treating a life-threatening disease that you already have? Now the answer becomes simple. And to close, I want to introduce you to someone. This is Ruby Claire. Right around the same time Courtney was declared to be in clinical remission, she also got pregnant. This is one of my favorite people in the world. She's about 2 years old now. And let me ask you a question. Do you think she's glad that her mother decided to take responsibility for her health? Yeah, she is. And her parents are happy too. So, I just want to encourage you to consider buying one of these. It can work wonders for your health and help you take a step towards living a healthier lifestyle. Thanks for listening. You got